There was no way I couldn't. I hope you can hear me. Are you able to hear me all right? If anybody's in here, we'll see if it loads up. Yep, I think it just loaded up. I don't know if YouTube's going to send out my notifications today because I had a little issue going live, and I think it might. I think I did it more than 3 times trying to connect, but I think we got it going. I was just feeling really inspired from the. If you're catching this from the replay, I appreciate you checking out my videos on my channel and stopping by. Outside with Shad, what's up? Outside with Shad. I don't know if I got to tell you thanks last week. I saw what you did, and I appreciate you, brother. I don't know if I missed it or what, because YouTube changed how they scroll in the chat. So if I missed you, I'm sorry, my friend, but you know I appreciate you big time. I hope you're doing well and enjoying this beautiful weather we have. Pilk Polk, what's up, brother? Chad Henworth, what's up, man? Ralph, what's going on? Sean Marshall, hello. Hey Nick. Steve, thank you, brother. My nephew is going to be, I hope you can hear me too, by the way. My nephew's going to be really, really excited about that. That was a kind gesture, man. But if you do want a shirt, I got you on that, brother. We'll make sure that happens. If you want something from the store, if you want something else, you want a sticker or something, this little sticker pack, we'll do something, man. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It's raining. Nothing is beautiful. Speedster, what's up, man? See, a little earlier, and the sun's out. I'm gonna try to get out here. I want to run this 500i. I almost have to run it. See what's happened. Macca. You were a wild man, Macca. Thank you, brother. G. Carter, nice work table. Just picked one up yesterday on your previous advice. I should do a video on this work table. I'm telling you, I love it. I think what I'm going to do, we got the welder. As soon as I'm waiting for some steel prices to come down to get. I was messing around with the welder the other day, and steel prices are pretty high, but you can unbolt the top. And what I'm thinking about is even maybe keeping the top, because I don't care if it gets burned up or something, but making like a cap that goes over top of it and welding a cap on it, just a sheet of metal, something I can clamp to and kind of make it like a welding multi-purpose table. But I think you're going to enjoy it. I had a customer that bought like 6 of them just not too long ago, like maybe a month ago, and they're using them for everything. He ordered 2 and then ordered like 6 more in the different sizes, but I think you'll really like the work table. That was unexpected. G. Carter, thank you. Alyssa Bell, thank you so much. Many blessings to the hoppers. I love you guys. Benny Justice, what's up? Good day to you too, sir. That's awesome, buddy. It's all good, brother. Well, Steve, if you want to do something, a sticker pack or whatever else, you let me know. We'll make that happen. Lyle Davis, what's up, man? G-Man, what's up, G-Man? Congratulations, brother. I'm so happy for you guys. Young Tree Climber, what's going on? Very, very cool. I'll tell you what, were you guys motivated on today's stream? I was feeling it. We've had a little bit of a rough week. Katie's uncle passed away. And he wasn't that old. He was 59, so it's been a little bit tough. There's a cardinal sitting right on the little fence post right there watching. So, you know what they say about cardinals, a good sign there. But it was a kind of rough Friday for Katie and her family and stuff like that. So, prayers are appreciated and stuff like that. It's going to be an interesting week, I guess. But the sun is shining today. It's a beautiful day. The inspiration was flowing, and there's people out there just supporting others. You give sometimes when you don't have it, and you help out, and I do that a lot. It all works itself out. It's a blessing, and you guys are a blessing on my channel. I appreciate you. Wrench and Bolts, what's up? Pilk, Alyssa, thank Jeff Salisbury. Jeff, you're a good man, Jeff. Thanks for always being there. One True Space, what's up, man? Mac 131. I see you got a shout out today, Mac. You're doing good things, brother. Sean Marshall, I had to run outside and I ran my Echo and just cut some firewood, and then I was like, well, before it gets dark, we might run a saw before it gets dark. I just feel it. The quad's dead though. All my stuff is just all over the place. New 500i or got it sent back? No, I got another one. I picked up another one. So Buckin still has the 500, but a good friend of the channel, he suggested a company that actually had one, and I have friends in the saw industry, so if I ever need to unload some saws or change some saws in and out, I have guys in the tree service that would buy. They know me. I take care of my stuff and I enjoy it, but I wanted to run it because I had that video do pretty well with the 500i, like just having some fun with it, and I wanted to do some things to it. So I'm gonna change the spikes out. But I think I'm gonna throw. I think I just want to run it real quick. Maybe just break it in real fast. Not really break it in, but you know what I'm saying. Mac, great to see you, brother. I'm great. Sorry for your loss. Appreciate you, Jeff. For you and Katie to go out in the mill, condolences. Oh, Jeff, thank you so much, man. You didn't have to do that, brother. You didn't have to do that. But I appreciate it, and thank you, thank you. We'll put a little message on there. We'll put a little message on there, and that's much appreciated, man. I mean, that's the thing is like, you know, it really made me think about this whole week. I thought about the people on my channel, and we're just blessed to have each other in each other's lives, and to be able to do things for one another and help each other and learn from each other and give advice and take advice from each other. It's truly a blessing to be able to do that. And I say that all the time, and I feel like sometimes I repeat myself. They do say you have to hear something 7 times to hear it once, but I truly believe that, and it's pretty inspiring just how far this little channel and what I'm doing, how far it's come over the last year, and the people and friendships I've met. I'm so thankful for that every day. I think about you guys in the chat every day. When I'm filming and everything else, I want to create content that's fun for you guys. I want to create content that builds a channel, but it's, you know, I bounce around. I mean, a lot of people, there's probably 300 or 400 people here that want to see a Dove video, so I got to make another Dove video, and I enjoy that. I enjoy, like, not selling myself out to brands and spawn. I get a lot of requests to do things. And I'm not big. I'm not a big channel. It's just, it's fun to be able to, you know, just keep it close to the earth, close to the ground. And we got a lot of exciting projects coming up. Caribou Mike, what's up? Had a rough week too, but it can only get better. That's the thing is, you got to just keep your head up. You got to keep, you know, somebody mentioned, I think it was Stephen Gwynn or somebody a couple months ago, you know, people on the channel when just things were happening, and you get these things, and it's kind of on how you react. You got to have like that buffer between like just reaction times, and you don't want to get too upset right off the bat. You don't want to be sad right off. You kind of just gotta, you know, take it for what it is, and move along as best as you can, and try to keep your head up, and have good people around you that, you know, are clapping when you win. Because pay attention to people that don't clap when you win, or when you need something, like that they're there for you. So that's important, and I know many of you are, and I can't thank you enough for the kind messages. What's up, WD? So I'm carrying groceries, dropped a jar of spaghetti sauce. Look like it's Lyle Davis. Lyle, I'm Italian, brother. You know, dropping spaghetti sauce. I don't know, man. I might have to put you in timeout on that one. Oh, brother. Casterman's here. What's up, Casterman? Jeff agreed. I'm not the most riveting person, Casterman. Oh, it's great to see you guys. I like how all the people follow each other from channel to channel, one big family. It is. It really is. It's a blessing. Philadelphia checking in. I love when Philly checks in. I shouldn't say that on live stream that I love when Philadelphia checks in, but I'm good with it, man. I like it. I like it. You guys got the cheesesteak. I'm in with that. Those flyers, though, man. I don't know. Anna, a.k.a. Pokey Bear. You guys are awesome. Blessing. Christopher, what's up, man? How's everyone? This is Chris from Getting There with Pat Up. Oh, Christopher. Okay, cool. That's cool to know, Christopher. How you doing, brother? How are you doing, little man? Take care of your dad, brother. He's having fun making videos with you. There's no doubt about that. Billy from Philly's here. I hope I didn't miss anybody, but it was a sacrilege. Oh, those flyers. The Philadelphia crew's taking over, man. Oh, man. Great to see you, Christopher. Pat F., what's up, buddy? Pat, it's fun to see you working with your son, man, and getting him into cool things. I try to do that with my nephew. That was what my last video was about. I mean, I could have made a chainsaw video, and I was like, you know what? He wanted to make a video so bad. He's going to want to make a video with the Buckin' shirt. I know that because he watches Buckin' Billy Ray, and he's always like, oh, you know, when he sees the saws and stuff, he knows about saws. So it's pretty cool stuff. But good. Same. All right. Awesome. Gainsies, what's up, brother? Gainsies, how are you, my friend? I'm so grateful for you all. Peppy, it's great to see everyone. It's great to see everyone. Hi, hon. What are you doing?
I went to the car wash.
Yeah.
Ate my money. There was a lady beeping at me, screaming at me. The machine's
You're right loud in the mic.
The machine's broke. Can I have money?
It's on my truck seat in the 78.
I'm taking $15 walking.
Whatever you need, baby. I'm so grateful for you all. We got fires going on. What you doing on the bench? I was gonna throw a bar of the 500 and try to run it before it gets dark. I still got that tree in the backyard I gotta cut up. It's been really dry. Let me make sure I'm Gainsies. I'm waiting for the action bucking. I know you're gonna have a fun time with that, Christopher. Good evening. Brody, it's Patrick. What's up, brother? Lyle Davis says hi, hon. I hope I'm not screaming. Oh dear. Okay, so anyway, I was thinking maybe just for fun, I don't know. I put the full wrap on the 572, but I kind of want to run the 500 just because I got some bars and stuff laying around, but I got a, well, here's a 28. A 28 would, I was going to put a 32 on, but this 28 will do it. Or maybe I should save the 28 to run with the other 28s. Nah, we're just going to throw it on. I like a 28-inch bar. I really do. Now this one here I got with it, so, well, not really with it, but probably gonna have to pull this off. We're gonna do it this way. But I got a 28, a 32, 36, which is overkill. But you know, we'll see. Let's see here. I think this is the right chain. Yeah, we're good. I haven't run this saw yet, except for starting it up. Trying to keep up here. Gerald Farms, what's up, man? Too many chainsaws, too many tools. I've been messing around the shop the last week with different saws and just kind of straightening up. I put a hole in my floor yesterday, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed up. But we'll do that. See where our all right. Looking good. That chain seems really long. Maybe not. Maybe not. Mac 131, 500 go long. What up, folks? Having a good Sunday, Wilkie? Yes, sir. Matt Wire lost his dad. Sorry to hear that, Dawn. How did you make a hole in your floor? So, Christopher, I got these wheels for my Milwaukee pack-out system so I can move my pack-out around and take it with me and have it on wheels. And I was stomping into the floor, and this shed's pretty tough, but I was stomping into the floor, and I put the caster wheel, not the Casterman 2, but the caster wheel right through the floor, which that happens from time to time. Throw this on here and see if... Dawn! Yeah, many prayers. Prayers for anybody that needs prayers, man. I think about everybody a lot. I went out in Bucking Stream. I was just so fired up, and I went out and ran the little Echo and just cut a couple pieces. I gotta get my quad battery charged, but see, tree branch just fell on the top of the roof. Do you guys hear that? I'm waiting one of these days. I gotta get those trees down. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen. How have you been, Renegades? What's up, buddy? How are you, bud? Turbo T, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Lyle Davis. That was my wife. Wow. So this chain's brand new, so I'm going to probably go a little bit tighter on it. Just because it's going to loosen up real fast. I didn't put the bucking spikes on this yet, but you can see, like, it's actually, I'm actually curious here. With the 28, you see how it leans forward. I got tools all over the place. I cut my floor out a little bit because I'm going to put a patch in there. But, let's see what's cracking here. My wife, Cecilia, David Casper, Stomp. Great to see you. Great to see you as well. Gainsy, not too bad. You want to cut it into life. 28 is overkill out here. So 20 Benny is 20 isn't bad. I mean, I ran 24s, 20s. I think on my 290 here is an 18. They're not bad, but after watching Bucking and just seeing how that worked out, just being able to stand up and kind of run it, I just kind of went with that. And I know I got a pair of. We're gonna run out of daylight, so I just wanted to hang out for a little bit. I'm sure I got some safety glasses here somewhere, or at least I used to. I don't know where I put them. I thought they were in my toolbox. Maybe not. I had a brand new pair. That's what happens when I move stuff around all the time. I started making some room in the welding cart, but I thought I threw them in here. I guess I didn't. Maybe they're up on. I know there was a pair up on the porch. They're a little bit beat up, but got some 70-18. Getting a few things together here. Oh, here we go. Boom. Billy from Philly, what does he say? Stand up and buck. Nick, have you been practicing sharpening? Tasman stand up. So I do a lot of my own sharpening. You know, I have the steel 2-in-1 files. I've used those. I'm not necessarily quite a fan. You know, the files that I use that are out. They're I just sharpened up my little you know, my little Echo the other night. It was cutting like a beast. I might have did a little bit too much on the rakers, but I can never find anything when it's put away. I know I have to have things out. The Flavo, what's up, man? Prayers for you and your dad, Peppy. Peppy, no doubt. Did I miss something there? My father to the hospital this morning. He's going to be operating on his bladder. I think he must stay for long. Hey, throw some prayer emojis up. Throw some prayer emojis up for everybody. I believe that stuff works. Those thoughts and prayers work. Hey, bro, out with Wi-Fi to watch live stream. What kind of phone do you have, Turbo? How do I hook up phone to TV to watch live streams? So I mean, you can stream to a TV with like a Fire Stick or whatever that case may be. I have an Apple TV, so I use a lot of Apple TVs, Apple TV stuff to stream, and then I can just plug it right onto the TV when I'm bouncing around. But other than that, you could also plug. Usually like from USB-C or Lightning to HDMI and plug your phone in that way. I like to have less latency, I guess would be the term, when I'm streaming stuff. So, I mean, I don't watch TV a lot. I usually use my iPad, and I have like some iPad stands or TV stands or phone stands, and I usually watch there. But I have a TV in the bunker, so I watch TV on the bunker all the time. Tasman's here. What's up, brother? Thank you, Nick. Peppy, anytime, man. Always keep you guys in my thoughts. We have to throw some prayers up too for Smitty's, man. Smitty lost his father not too long ago. He just did a video the other night, and I reached out to him the other day and just said, look, if you need me to swing through or whatever, or I feel like maybe you need a campfire or just want to enjoy some time. I know he's spending time with his family and just getting things right, and I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't put myself in those shoes. But yeah, thanks for the prayer emojis. I appreciate you guys. For everybody. I mean, it's just been a tough week. Matthew Nay, what's up, man? Thanks for the email, Matthew, as well. Oh, I don't know if Tasman was here. I just saw somebody mentioning him. Stephen Gwynn. I had some for myself all the time. Brother, I do the same thing, man. I do the same thing. I put stuff away. I know where everything's at. It's just when you work with a limited amount of space, that tends to happen from time to time. But my shop is small. Just working with what I have for now, and I got to bounce around and do what we can. I think we're good here. I wonder if I have fuel. Throw a little bit of fuel in there. I guess they say to run 50. I better run 50, right? I better run 50 because I don't know if I like 50 to 1. I usually run 40 to 1, but I should probably do that. If you use the steel oil, you get an extra warranty, but throw some fuel in there for now. Just to play for a few minutes before it gets dark out. We're gonna have to jump the ATV. CJ's info. I got the fire still going, brother. Kim Wilson, is Kim Wilson here? Many blessings. Good thing you checked. Memory is the first to go. Kim, great to see you. How are you doing? You need a pole barn like G-Man. So many toys. Yeah, and you can never. They told me before you can never have a big enough shed. This was supposed to be. I was gonna get like a 16 by 20, and then I went 16 by 24. It's gonna happen when as time allows and things. And you know, I thought about building something here, but I really want to get some land. I'm an outdoors guy, and I like to be out and just. I just love peace and quiet, and when you hear the birds chirping and stuff, and you're not around the city. You know, that's a goal of mine, and I plan to, you know, bring the channel along with me as we progress. Thanks, CJ. 44-1. Yeah, right there, right in the middle. I'll mix them. Gloss is better than steel oil, bro. Yeah, I mean, but the steel oil, if you use it, actually I have the steel mix right there too. The last time, 'cause I got so many little oil containers. If you get it, you get the extra warranty. Not that the warranty is really going to matter, but CJ, thanks, brother. Andrew Scott, what's up, brother? Thanks for popping in. It's a blessing to see everybody. Love you guys. Very cool. All right, let's. Do I have any oil in this? I gotta get the quad. We're gonna run out of daylight, friends, and I wanted to play because I was feeling inspired. There's not a drop of oil in this saw. Now, I think the oil container's on the quad, so we'll do that when we go out. I'll spill it on the floor anyway. I spilled a whole thing of kerosene on the floor the other day. I was cleaning some parts, and that happened. But I just want to play for a second. I'll show you guys something I built for my ATV. I use this from time to time. Welded this together a couple years ago. Kind of works well. Maybe I won't even start the ATV, but I'll show it to you because we're going to run out of daylight. But let me back you guys up here. Whew. The beauty of a day. I'm sorry. Sorry from everybody. Hang on. Buckle your seatbelt. Buckle up. There we go. You guys are going to be a little bit of an angle for a second here. Straighten you out. And I got this steel. I was going to show this and mess around with this. This thing's way too big. It's heavy. It's big. It's built well, but it's just for rolling logs. It's just too big. I'm going to weld one. I'm going to make something. We're going to make something. But what I did for the ATV, because I lose a lot of rack space. We haul deer out of the woods or whatever the case. We go hunting. I built this rack a couple years ago. I'm going to probably do a new one out of aluminum or something a little lighter. But this was just a little build that I did a while back for my ATV, and it's a little rusty right now, but I might have bent so this little build here just kind of sits in the rack, and then it does slide up when it's not. I ain't gonna come out now, but it's rusty, so it sits here, goes right, it buttons right up against. I'm gonna have to spray this out, clean it up a little bit. You pop these pins in, and now you have a little bit more rack space. It does put a lot of weight over the rear axle, so you kind of counterbalance it, tighten up your shocks, make sure you run enough air in your back tires. But this is nice to just set things on, throw some firewood on. I'll show that one of these days. I was gonna mess around with that, but let's I know this quad battery's dead. Get some oil out. Maybe I'll move you guys. We gotta run this saw. I got some steel oil around here somewhere too, but do that. Oh, I hope. And when I put my phone in my pocket, I do things to people. Hola. Let's try to run a saw before it gets dark out. How about it? Bar and chain lubricant. Now on these saws, you run bigger bars. I think you should pop that pin in on the bottom. Make sure you're up the whole way. But we'll throw that in. I was gonna start the quad, but we'll just take a walk. I'll just make a couple CJ says, inspired me to ignite the fire. You got to do it, brother. You got to do it. Yeah, that oiler's up the whole way. Fire this thing up. Get some fuel in there. I'm left-handed, so. Bring you guys back around here to our little campfire spot, which is a mess. I may make them. I may make some benches out of this wood. See what I did when I was on Buck and Stream? I had a little echo out. And I just started cutting some stuff, just a little bit. Whoop! Set you there. Maybe we'll angle you there. Get you nice and level. Look at that sunset. Hey. First cuts with the 500. I set you guys down. See, I was bumping people. Hey, Phantom, I hope you can hear me. Many blessings to you, brother. It's great to see you. Nicholas, do you have any merch? Nicholas, I don't yet, but I will. I will have something. But my merch is not going to be for me. It's going to be for you guys. It's going to be for, like, it's going to be messages for you on the merch. I'm working on that. I hope you can hear me. Oh, things go. Yeah, we're small over here. We're small over here, Jeff. Well, like I said, I'm not a big fan. If this was a little bit thinner, this would work well, but. Maybe I ought to make a bench out of that one piece.
Ah!
She freaking screams! Friends, we're talking instant throttle response. We may be able to make a bench out of this too. Oh, this feels really, really good to be out here. Let me see here. I'm gonna walk you guys around. That 500, man, she freaking eats. We may be able to do something and rip this board. We might be able to rip some boards right out of this log. It's a small one, but we can make a bench out of that. She cuts, eh? Love mine with a 28. Oh yeah, she rips. That thing's sweet. Got the mess here. Whoop, I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm shaking you. My apologies. Matthew Nay. Doesn't even say a word. I'm gonna say a word, Matthew. Thanks, brother. Sincerely. CJ, wait for it. Man, Matthew. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that big time, man. We're doing some awesome things for some people. A couple new channels getting going. And Matt, Komar, a couple other guys getting channels going. Just exciting things happening for people and friends from this channel. Where we're all communicating. We talk a lot of times Discord. We're all trying to do the best we can and build something and just create and help each other out. Throw some sawdust, get out there, work in the garage, whatever it is that you're doing. We try to inspire. There's some new channel stuff. I'm working on my website, getting a few things together there, a little bit of a rebranding. Not as far as like anything major changing, but some cool stuff. We got the Ignite the Fire podcast. We're getting some recordings done there. This is really helpful. This is really helpful, and I want you to know that you guys are very helpful to me. And you're always in my thoughts. I can hear you. Thanks for the future merch. Nicholas, appreciate it, man. CJ, thank you, brother. Stay united, everyone. Yeah, no doubt. Phenom 1. Heck yeah. CJ, it's great to see you, man. It's great to see you, brother. Yes, 28. 28's like, I'm not very tall. I'm 5'9", so 28, I think a 32, we're going to try a 32 out, but I mean, 36 is killer. That is big. I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun to be out here like this. The birds are chirping right now. We got a squirrel's nest up there. They've been hanging out. I fed them. I bought some chestnuts right in fall. They kind of went bad, and I was like, those squirrels will just eat those things up. So I threw the whole bag of chestnuts out here for them this winter, And they have a big nest up in this tree up there, so they're around all the time, hanging out, and they run over the wood pile and just enjoy life. I'm glad you guys are here. CJ, you're a wild man. Bill, Massey, can't wait to come. So, welding is. I was playing in the shed the other night, just throwing a couple pieces of metal together, seeing how the welder works. That thing rips. That Multimatic, I can't. The Multimatic 220, just being able to do basically everything, or a little bit of everything. It's not the best at one thing, but it's very good at a lot of things. And being able to TIG aluminum, that's a plus. I've always wanted to be able to do that in the shop, and I know I have a small shop, so I can't put like a welding table and stuff in, so we're gonna get creative there. But you just work in stages, and I got an idea that I'm working on that you guys will want to tune in for. I think it'll be pretty cool. Aside from just some welding projects, but I am creating some things, and I have a design in mind that I want to build, and I'll do that in a video on my channel. So make sure, if you're not tuned in, if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you for checking this channel out, and definitely subscribe if you'd like to. I'd like to run some chainsaws, right? And some welding stuff. Where you at, left winger? Don Lewis. Wicked wrister, dude. Definitely could tell you're left-handed by the way you hold that power saw. Yeah, I'm left-handed. It's power saws to me. Like even when I started, people always ask me about starting the saw. It's easier for me to just grab the handle and rip it because I'm left-handed. So like that whole crossing over to me, it just doesn't feel natural. But I do play hockey right-handed, so I will sling a hockey puck wherever you want it. Gainsies. Love you, Gainsies. Thank you so much, man. Cosmic. Most awesome kind of man I've ever met. We met in person, Jeff. Yeah, you're no doubt about that. You said it right. Thanks, man. You said it right. I'm trying, Bill. I'm trying, brother. I try to remember, man. I remember a lot of things. I think I'm saving this. I might even try to rip that one long ways, but I want to throw some more chips just before it gets dark because I was having such a blast. We could also do something like this too. I do want to throw some more chips, but we could just slide you over a little bit there. The ground is really soft right now, like big time soft. My backyard gets some water, but tighten that chain up a bit. That one's gonna be tight. So we do something like this. Get that extra leverage. These bottom ones, man, there's a lot of juice in there. Dissect it. Some good ash, huh? There's a knot in this guy. Big knot. You know how good it feels to swing? Take this, oh man. Get the blood pumping. You guys are so inspiring. Woo! I should have brought a drink out, huh? I thought it was bench. Oh, this one can be for the bench. We'll cut that off. Bark's falling off this stuff. Got a nice little wood pile coming together. Extra wood for fire camping with Chestman. My nephew, I have to tell you, my nephew, friends, he had such a blast with that video, and I read comments to him, and the people that said hi to him. I thank you for that. That means a lot to me, man. Family is everything. I don't even know what to do. We could, I'm not sure. I don't even think I like this thing. It's so big. It's nice to get some leverage and roll a log around, but look at this. We're just gonna rip this up. I don't know. There's a lot of knots in this guy. Let's do this before it gets dark, eh? See, left-hander in me, 500i. You gotta pull it out. Come on, 500. That board's Oh, she eats. She eats. Woo! Sydney, take care. So long. CJ's, you're a wild man today. Are you inspired, brother? Are you inspired, my friend? Oh, this is... Don't inspire me. I'd like to build a fire. Everything's so dry around here right now. Just from the sun being out. Thank you, CJ. Tasman. Am I cutting on a Sunday? I just figured I'd bust a couple up. My neighbors are always pretty cool. We do a lot to help them, so as long as I'm not too late with it, I'll be done here in a moment. Oh man. Man, I saw runs. That 500 eats. I'm gonna run a tank through that. I'm gonna run a tank through the 661, and then we're gonna run them have a little fun with them. That's coming up. 47 here. Throw a thumbs up. Chuck, what's up, man? Love when you're on the saw. I love being on the saw, Chuck. No doubt. There's no doubt about it. Being on the saw is just I haven't thought about a lot right now, except for you guys, honestly. Haven't thought about a lot. Family, friends, life, beautiful sunset. The birds are chirping. The squirrels are running around. Just, it's a blessing. Fun to get this tree cut up too. I think I'll try to make a bench out of this one. I have another bigger bench over there out of cherry. We'll do that, and we'll get this mess cleaned up. It's just this whole yard, because it's sloped, a lot of the water sits here. I think what I'm going to do is get my uncle's Kubota and then just trench it and put like a what's the drain called? The French drain. Put like a little French drain in here. This way it kind of dries out a lot quicker. But man, it's fun to throw some chips in. We got some trees to get down. I got some people that want to help me do that. Oh man, this is thanks for hanging out, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Always something happening. Oh, I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something. Whether if I'm not on in the bunker. I mean, I only get so many projects done in the, like, between work and everything else in the shed. But it was spring hits, and I got the heater out here now. That heater's working really well. It gets up to like 20, 30 degrees above whatever it is outside pretty quickly, and it'll stay about there. You know, I'm always bouncing out. That's why it's hard to shoot videos, because one time I'm on one thing and the next thing I'm on another, and I have to get things done. I can't let the video really slow me down sometimes. But I've been filming a lot, so I got the electrical video almost done, but I want to make it a little bit more valuable to those that are thinking about running some electrical out to their shops, or it might be helpful. It might not. I'm not a certified electrician, but I have a little bit of knowledge with that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make that a little valuable. I threw that in the editing. I'm working on that right now, and yeah, that's it. I mean, I want to build the wood pile up, finish the backyard. We got the fence back here to put up. So there's some fun projects, just regular homeowner lifestyle stuff. I live between, you know, I got a lot of filming coming up on the go, so I'll be traveling here soon. Things are opening up, so a lot of April, I'm going to be traveling most weekends, flying a couple places and getting some footage, and some driving. But I'll be traveling there. We got some websites coming out that we're launching for some people. Just a lot of cool stuff going on. So expect random footage. I mean, my channel is probably going to be random until maybe I'll niche down a little bit or something, or stick to it. But I honestly don't have I enjoy a lot of things, you know, from quad riding to snowmobiling, and much the same as I'm seeing that most of you are into, guys and girls and kids, and just hanging out. I love when people, you know, throw have fun with their families on their channel. I think that even if your channel is about anything, you should have fun with your family on your channel, because someday you'll look back at those videos. And even Smitty, you know, he threw a video up of his dad, and you know, him and his dad haven't had. The more footage you have, we didn't grow up with that stuff. There's not a lot of footage, you know, from my younger days, because we didn't have the money. I mean, my parents didn't. We learned a lot of these skills because we had to, you know. I mean, filling up the coal furnace every morning so you had heat, filling it up in the evening, checking the coal furnace, you know, running that, shoveling coal with my grandfather and carrying it back and then throwing it down through the window. I mean, that's how we grew up. So you learn these different skills, and you just do the best you can. And I'm seeing that a lot of you are in the same boat, and that's it's very cool to be around like-minded people. Very cool. Always hearing the cooing every day. I thought it was an owl. It's doves. Yeah, doves in the morning. I'm out of breath and tired to watch her work that monster. Oh, she rips, bud. WD, she rips, brother. I hope you're doing well down south, man. I hope you are. Sincerely, you guys are good friends that I met. Definitely good friends. Have you seen your first robin wit? When you do, make a wish. I do every season. Oh, there's birds. There's probably a couple here floating around. They're up at about 6:30 in the morning. You start hearing them chirping right now. Tim Basco, what's up, mate? It just did the hardest day. I had to say goodbye to my friend. Are you Tim? Oh, prayers. Hey, throw some more prayers up in the chat for Tim. This has been a wild week. You know, Katie's uncle passed Tim too. It makes sense. I didn't hear from you, man. That's it's tough, brother. It's tough. That's why we have to. That's why if you have it in you to do something, I know there's some friends of mine that are working on some projects right now that if this YouTube thing gets your blood flowing, it gets you motivated. If you're thinking about, even you don't have to be a YouTuber. You don't have to be a YouTuber. If it gets your blood pumping and gives you something to live for, and it could be gone tomorrow, it could be over tomorrow. So if somehow, whenever I get a message that I inspired somebody, and sometimes it's not always in the comments, they'll email you, because sometimes it's personal, or sometimes it's people we all go through these different things. And I know this community talks, and our friends here talk. If the YouTube thing gives you something to do and it gets you motivated, or watching YouTube channels and you want to just get out there and film, you never even have to make them public, but have that footage somewhere, whether it's just on your computer or whatever. That's why I try to encourage people to, maybe get better videos with their phones and their devices. Use what you have. You don't need anything crazy. But that's important. I really believe that that's important. That's going to live long past how many subscribers, how many comments you get, or how many views you get, or how much money you've made from YouTube, or if you're ever going to make money from YouTube. The important thing is, at the end of the day, if it was all over tomorrow, you're not going to care about any of that stuff. You're going to be watching that footage, or you're going to be enjoying that footage. And that's more meaningful than anything. So I always try to encourage people to do it from the heart like that, because that's why I started my channel. And I'll always have videos of my family and my friends, or whatever I'm up to. I always want to try that, because if something would ever happen, I want that to be there somehow. And I keep that footage on a hard drive, and I just try to capture as much as I can, and capture the pixels as they happen. And you have to do that. So if you want to have two channels, if you have a channel and you feel like there's a lot of people that have like their main channel and they're worried about putting stuff out there that people don't enjoy, if people don't enjoy your content, then it's you don't have the right person there. You know what I'm saying? If people come and show up, you can tell they care, even if it's not a video that they may or may not be interested in. So I like having one channel. I mean, I could do a family channel and then stick to chainsaws or outdoors or stuff, but I think that many of you appreciate a little bit of the balance of life, and just because that's all we're all doing here is balancing life and the things we're up to. Casterman's going through a tough time. Spirit fire is on the way. See that? I'd light a fire. Just hang tough. Night, Tim. It's all about friends and family. Roy Boys Bees. It is, man. It totally is. Living a dream. Glad you're having a great day. I did too. Spent working in the yard with one of my grandsons. Life is good. See, capture those moments. Living a dream. Capture those moments with your grandkids, and video them. Even if you don't put them anywhere, just have them. You'll enjoy it, and your grandkids will want to film with you too. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's a two-way street. My friends Manley's always say two-way street on this kind of stuff. So it's if people are ever watching my videos, I'm probably over there watching yours. It kind of balances out. Sometimes I catch people and subscribe and see what they're going to put up and watch them for a little bit and see how they do, where I can help them. And this channel is allowing me to do that from so many angles. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I do a lot of stuff publicly too if I can, but I'm just not I just don't like I don't know. I have some ideas, and I'm just going to keep tackling them and let things unfold as they can, but it's important, and I tell people that all the time. So I hope you guys enjoy the content and appreciate just the randomness that I throw out on the tube when I can, and that's where it all started. And maybe it'll get bigger one day, and we can do more stuff. And I think the traveling, once that opens up, we'll have a good time traveling and making videos. I'm a video guy, so I enjoy making videos for people, not really just videoing for me. It's more fun for me to get out there and get some epic shots. August Honeyke posted a GoPro video today. When we go back in the bunker here, when it gets dark, we're gonna go back in the bunker. I'll show you something with the GoPro Hero 9. I know August, I think he's subscribed to me, but I don't know if he watches my channel or not. But that GoPro Hero 9, there are some cool features with that you can use if you have one. So I can show you that. Just be normal and be you. That's a retired welder. Hey, thanks for popping over on my Instagram, retired welder. I appreciate you, man. That welder's sweet. The Multimatic, we were talking about that maybe 20 minutes ago. That thing is sweet. I haven't done any aluminum yet. I don't have much metal in the shop, and if I did, it's all it needs cleaned up. I just have some small scrap pieces, but I messed around with the other night, just make sure my 220, I ran the heater, the welder, everything full tilt, burned some stick for a little bit, some 7018 on some, and I wanted to make sure nothing popped in the house or no breakers popped, or I wanted to see how the the power consumption was going. And I'm not even, I mean, with 80 amps in my shed, I'm pulling on the one circuit and then 50 amps on the other. And even on my 50 amp circuit, I'm probably only pulling like 40 amps at full tilt. So that worked out really well. But I think that video will be helpful. Turn the lights on. G-Man, I'm doing that. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna go back inside. I'll show you guys something with the GoPro, but I'm gonna bust one more piece of wood. Just because. This stuff might be a little tougher to split. Cut a little bit. There's a lot of knots. A lot of knots in this. Dissect it a little. Gotta get a couple more swings in just before the end of the night. Feels good. Yeah, knots keeping that one together. All right, that feels good. Let's, I'll come back and get this stuff. Let's go back in the shed for a minute and hang out. Oh, sinuses, nose running. Allergy season, right around the corner. It's actually here right now. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, that was fun. That was fun to get out there. I hope I didn't ban anybody with the phone. Turn you guys up here. Oh yeah. You guys are stuck. You guys are actually stuck here. I don't know how I pulled that off. There we go. Had a little mishap. Whew. Get that blood bubbling. Feels good. Feels good. I don't know who left. It rips. It rips on aluminum. Turbo T, thanks, man. Don Lewis, have a great week. Goats. Goat, thank you, brother. Many blessings to you, goats. Living the dream. Good country living. I'm working in the garage. Wanting to know I'm listening, sending warm thoughts and comments to all. Nick, I'm loving this stream. Great messaging as always. Daniel Atkins, you banned me, but I figured a way around it. Daniel. I'm just catching up. It's the best to heal your body, lower inflammation, release arthritis. Hit in the shower after all day spring work. Be right back. No problem. No problem. I'm thinking about loading up an oil rig videos just to get them off my phone. Ironwood, you should. Ironwood, you should do that. Have them somewhere. You can always make them unlisted. There's a couple options on YouTube. You can share them privately. You can leave them unlisted and then have them out. Just if you want to share them with the link. I'm trying to think what else I've been working on. Get some of these, get some of this pollen. Apparently I burnt my finger today. Oh dear, what was I gonna do? What were we gonna do? Oh, the GoPro for August. So if you're filming with the GoPro, Here we go. Carly said hi. What's up, Carly? How are you, Carly? Are you making any s'mores or marshmallows by the campfire? I hope you are, Carly. Tell your dad you need to get some marshmallows to make some s'mores. Good country living. Take care. Thanks. Alder Fritz Sachs. Hi. What's up? Night, Pilk Paul. Take care. I'm glad we got to do this a little earlier this evening, friends. Hang out a little bit. All right. So, is Casterman going? No, Casterman's still here. Indiana, just wanted to stop by real quick and say hey to everyone. Thanks, Indiana Doug. Army of kind people. There's no doubt about it. So if you're filming with the GoPro, I brought this out because I saw August did a video. Here's a cool thing about a GoPro Hero 9. One, with the media mod, you'll get a little bit better audio. It's not the greatest, but it's a little bit better audio. The media mod will give you like the shotgun mic. If you take this clip off, you have basically a back mic, front mic. You can kind of control it, and this will protect against the wind. That's all that is. The media mod also gives you your ports, where you can also plug in an external mic, or you can export the HDMI out to like a television if you wanted to, or into your studio software. You can even live stream with a GoPro Hero 9. But the cool thing is, I'm going to turn this on here and show you something real quick. So if you're filming with the 9, you can buy when it's sunny outside and when it's really bright out. If you're shooting in manual mode or even in automatic mode, you can buy ND filters. ND filters are like sunglasses, just the same as your sunglasses. So these ND filters, like you can run like an 8 or a 16 when it's like really bright daylight out, and that's going to allow you to get better shallow. Well, you're not going to get much shallow depth field, but you're going to be able to keep your ISO and all your settings. Basically, you have 3 settings, and it's going to get a little I don't want to get technical, but you'll get a better picture. So it's like sunglasses, and you can keep your frame rate the same. So you can manually control it. And I'll make a video on that that'll help you, or I'll link you to somewhere on my site or something like that that'll help you guys, because there's plenty of videos out on this. But ND filters will change the image drastically for a GoPro Hero 9. The other cool setting is this, and I hope this just does a little justice here. I'm not sure if I'm... See how he just wheeled that cart up there? G. Carter's probably wheeling his cart around in the garage. Maybe he got his. So the cool thing is on the GoPro Hero 9, when you're in there, hey, you have good stabilization. Well, the new one has horizon leveling. So you can turn on horizon leveling, and I'm in 4K 60 frames a second cinematic. So you have your stabilization button here, and that's your stabilization boost. And you can see when you're in this mode, like watch it jitter. If I just go like this, it's not really moving. It's keeping that horizon level and keeping the image stable. And I'm going to look at it on the front. But if you... Oh, let me do this for you. So if you can see, until I actually make like a... Do you see how the image delayed? I hope you can see that. Until I really moved it really far. That's with the boost. Now, the cool thing is, you can go into a menu. And I hope you can see it. You go into a menu, you can turn on this little max lens feature. Max lens mod mode enabled. Now, you can put a max lens mod on this camera. And this is a max lens mod. I'm going to try not to get it all dusty. But this max lens mod will give you a little bit more viewing angle in certain modes. And it's I don't know if it's necessarily worth the money, but you can put the GoPro into the max lens mode. But you can actually treat this almost like a 360 camera, but you're only getting the half image. This max lens mod goes on just the same as like an ND filter would. So you have the ND filter, you just unscrew this cap here like that, pull this cap off, pop on your max lens mod or your ND filter, and this way you can change it. But you can see how I just clipped that on. But in max lens mode, watch this. This is pretty crazy. So I hope you can see that. If I rotate that image the whole way around, oh, I'm going to get my hands out of the way. It doesn't change. So you could mount the GoPro sideways or upside down or whatever the case may be, and that's not going to... Oh, I didn't put it on. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Disregard that. We'll cut it out of the live stream. Mistakes happen. You have to actually put it into the max mode. I thought I did that. So, there we go. So check this out. Now it's working. We confirmed. Ready? So you see this now? Watch this. In max lens mode, the image doesn't change. It locks the image no matter how you're turning the camera. If you're shaking the camera, whatever you're doing, it doesn't change. So check out the max mode. See how the image is still horizontal, even though you're You can spin the camera the whole way around. So if you're jittery and bouncing around, you can do that. So it's going to be cool. It's not going to be as good for a climbing experience if you're climbing trees or whatever the case may be, because if you're looking around, you want that feeling. And I'm going to back up here, but you want that feeling of looking down or the heights or whatever. But in certain situations, that's going to come in handy to balance out and stabilize your image. So the max lens mode is a good feature to do that. So I wanted to show you guys that. I hope that's helpful in some way. What's up, Bruce Manley and Robin? They are here. Just came in, Casterman. Great to see you. You missed a little bit of fun with the power saw, and I'm sweating. You guys are a blessing, Manleys. It's always enjoyable. I just went from the GoPro to the DJI Osmo 4K. I love it. The Osmo 4K, the Osmo's great. I have the Osmo in the house. A smaller camera doesn't perform as well under low light and low light conditions, but the Osmo under good light is a fun camera to use. And having the built-in gimbal and stuff, I actually ran mine this week for a little bit. The Osmo Pocket, and that's a good little machine. It's a good little machine. Get some good footage with it. Bruce and Robin. I look over to check the chat. Trying to pull one over on me. I can't. Bruce and Robin, we're getting close. We're getting close. You guys, I hope you're ready to make a video, because there's so many people that we gotta film some stuff with, and we have to go out and do things with. And you guys are on that list. I was talking to Buckin the other day, and it'd be nice if this stuff opens up and we can get over there, do some cutting. Jay Daniels wants me to come over, so if I'm in California, I might as well make the trip up. I got my passport. I'm good to go. So whenever that happens, look out. You're wild. Thank you so much, though. Honestly, thank you so much for all you've done for me this year, my friends and people. If you watch my channel, if you just give me a view, if you give me a thumbs up, if you give me a thumbs down, if you share the video on your community page, whatever happens, I thank you for that this year, because it's been a crazy year to be able to get where I'm at with only a few months, really, a year's worth of just making videos and enjoying it. And I truly enjoy the inspiration. I come on here to get some inspiration from you guys and see what you're up to and hear from you all the time. And I love touching base. And we've built a lot of channels this year. There's people that need our help. It's fun to see them create, and it's fun to see what other people create. It really is. Especially if you're not like selling stuff to everybody. You know what I mean? So it's really nice. Like, I just enjoy channels like that are just fun. You know, you're just having fun, and that's what it's all about. Got a question. I'm out of space on my phone. I don't want to pay monthly for some space. Should I get a laptop with a drive? So what I would do is, depending on what phone you have, a lot of phones nowadays you can plug in external hard drives. You could unload to an external hard drive. Now, if you're going to invest in any kind of hard drive, I'd recommend a solid state drive, they call them an SSD drive, if you can. And USB-C is the new way of tech. So if you're going to spend your money, I'd try to get a USB-C drive and offload to a hard drive. This way you're not paying monthly. Dropbox will give you some free monthly space. Google Drive will give you some free monthly space. I think up to 5 gig on Google Drive. Google Drive is pretty inexpensive if you want to store some video files on Google Drive. I think it's only like $2 or $3 a month for like an extra 100 gig or something like that. But the best way, if you don't want to pay anything monthly, now SSD drives can get a little expensive. On the expensive side, you're probably in the $150 to $200 range for a decent size solid state drive. Sometimes you can get them a little bit cheaper. Or the other option is buy an SD card reader if you want to go that route. Now, sometimes they take a little bit more time, but buy an SD card reader for your phone and get yourself some SD cards and then offload them to the SD cards, whether it be, Apple or whatever the case may be. You can offload those files to an SD card and just keep them on a little memory card. I prefer the hard drive route, because if you ever get a laptop or you ever get into big editing, you can transfer them faster. Like Macs have 40 gig Thunderbolt connections, and but with the USB-C port, which is kind of getting more and more common in almost every device, that's where I would go. Some of the older drives are a little bit slower. I hope that helps you. If you have any more questions on that, definitely let me know. When you guys have questions like this, I try to answer them. People had questions on YouTube Shorts last week. I answered a lot of those. If you have questions that I can help you with, definitely ping me. Check my website out. Sometimes I put some articles in there, and I'm making some videos this week on some of the articles I'm putting in my site. So there's gonna be more content coming, and that's just how it rolls. But I do have like a little playlist and stuff for some YouTube content to help people out and get creative and stuff like that. Maybe a little motivation in there as well. Hey, Still Working's here. What's up? Thanks, Manly's LSJ. Yep, thank you. Nick got to run. Dinner bell rang. Stay healthy, brother. Chuck, thank you, man. Thank you for all your support and being here. Many blessings to you. This year gets even crazier. Night, Patrick. Playing an old geezer video. Bring it on. Patrick, I got an iPhone 8. Yeah, so you can offload your photos to, your videos and photos to an external hard drive. And that's probably your best way if you don't want to pay monthly, if you're not needing to get to them all the time. So for me, I always try to buy, if I'm buying a phone, I try to buy the biggest phone that I can as far as hard drive space. This way, that money you spend up front, it kind of carries you a lot longer, and then you have more space on your phone to edit and everything else. But offloading them to an external drive is definitely an option. Apple has, with an iPhone, Apple has the additional space too, but I like to have physical copies, so I do buy external drives, and when I'm in the bunker next time, I can show you some of that stuff and help you out. Chris Liggett, the tree fella. Good country living. Kim Wilson, night. So long, Patrick and Chuck. Ironwood, snow took out the internet for about 2 weeks this year. So many trees fell. Still does not work right. Well, Elon Musk is coming out with the satellite. That's already out, Starlink. I did get approved for the beta version of that. But I was going to do a video on it and, talk about it just from a data perspective, because we have some customers that can use that in some remote locations, which would be very, very helpful. But I didn't take that on yet. That's something we might do. We'll see what happens. But Starlink is pretty serious. J-Dubs, Outdoors and Ventures. What's up, brother? Great to see you, J-Dubs. I hope you're doing well, man. Always nice seeing you out and about. I saw your shooting video the other day. Your target, setting up your target, man. I watched from time. I don't know if I commented, but I did watch it. I catch videos at all times. So still working. Tasman, Matt the Excavator. Hey Nick, man, did you get any of my messages? Trying to figure out how I can get my videos to get notified on your Discord. Hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, Matt. So I have to add those manually. I'm still trying to figure out a plan for the Discord, because some people will jump in there and just want to get their videos on that list. So what I try to do is as you get rolling and your videos start they're more frequent, I guess would be the word. I can add you, it's no problem. It's just as they become more frequent and as things progress, because I've had people that have joined in, they want their videos in the Discord, then they don't contribute. And I know you're a contributor. I'm not saying that by any means, man. I enjoyed your video with your son. I love what you're doing and getting him to get out there. It's fun to watch. So I have no problem with that. I just wanted to make sure I said that for people that join in, because the Discord notifications are typically rock solid. They typically do well. And I use those a lot, because sometimes the YouTube API sends it out on Discord and I don't get the notification even in my YouTube app. So that's helpful for me to go back and take a look at people that are creating. But yeah, I can definitely get you added on that, brother, without a doubt. There's not that many people in there, so it's not going to get you big exposure, but we'll do that. What's the odds you send me that blue welder? I just got it not too long ago, brother, but I saw you were burning some stick the other day, running some, what were you running, 7018, 6011, what were you burning there on the tractor? I just got everything set up, got it all wired, I got a video coming out on that, but I was just messing around the shop. I mean, I have a tight space here, so I'm waiting to get some metal. The prices are a little bit high right now, but I have a friend of a friend that's kind of, they buy a lot of steel, and we're in a steel city, so basically I'm going to get it at a semi-decent deal, just for some pieces I need. I want to put a little, I'm going to try a little cover on this table, but this thing is a machine. No joke. I mean, it's a machine. Multimatic 220, stick, MIG, TIG aluminum. It's a powerhouse. Burns wire like no other. I mean, it's just a lot of times when I was using my Lincoln that my dad and I bounced back and forth with, it was, when you get into thicker metal, you can make it happen if you know what you're doing. But you'd have to heat the metal up. You'd have to heat it up pretty good, whether with acetylene or burn it with the map gas, get the metal pretty hot, and then you could do some burning and get some good welds. But this is definitely night and day. It's not as big as like the 480 machines and stuff, but they're freaking awesome. Tasman, love your content. Tasman's doing great. First impressions, T-Dac. Hey Tasman, Matt. Great to see everybody. What's happening? Good to be here. Still working, just hanging out, brother. Smitty's, want to cut some wood? Tri-axle ordered. I saw that in your video, Smitty's. Hey, listen, Smitty. Your ears must have been burning because we threw some prayers up for you, brother. And I know that video was tough for you. And I told everybody here that I just mentioned it. Reaching out to maybe get together with you. And I'd love to do that, Smitty. So we get some time here. I know you're spending time with your family and what you've been through. It's been a rough week. This weekend we have a funeral to go to ourselves. So we I got to see what my schedule's like to see how I got to. It's just going to be a mess this week. But Smitty, I'd love to do that with you, man. And if you want to run some saws, whatever, we'll meet up at your place. If you want to build a campfire, I was sincere in that, man. If you like your family, whatever you guys want to go out to dinner, I'd love to take you out and hang out. You want to cut some firewood, whatever's going to get your mind in the right place and have some good people around you. I want to do that for you, brother. But I did see you ordered a tri-axle, so if you got some good logs, we got some fun videos to make, man. I'll bring up the I gotta show, yeah. Smitty, I got one for, yeah, I'll have to figure something out there. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that a lot. Kane, whatever you need, brother. I know you're working, man. You're hammering, trying to make some videos, and that's whatever I can do to help you. If you have questions, I mean, tech is what I do, friends. I live in between the space of and I started saying this and it kind of stuck, but like where the pavement meets the dirt road. So half of my life and a lot of the stuff I do is technical and video and tech. All right, let's just leave it at tech. And then me as a person and the things that I'm into, like outside of tech, is really where the dirt road begins and on the dirt road side. So I'm kind of like in that position of where the pavement meets the dirt road type of thing. And I bounce around, and I think that's where I can maybe lend some value. I enjoy taking, whether it be a mechanic or a tree guy or whatever, and showing them how to film or show them a little bit of tech. Even though tech stuff, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The tech stuff is gonna come and go, and it's fast moving. So what you buy this year is gonna be outdated next year, if not 6 months from now. So it's constantly moving and evolving. But there's new things coming out that are good, but you got to disconnect. So I try to balance that on the computer time and tech time that I'm on all week, and then I try to get out there and cut firewood and just do if I could have internet, I'd live off grid in Alaska most likely. I have a folding welding table from Harbor Freight. It's not the best, but it works. Bill, I actually I saw that. I almost, when I got the Vulcan welding cart, and Harbor Freight they discounted the cart for me because of the dent in the door, and it was tough because Stephen Gwynn came over and we were putting this together, and he gave it like a swift kick. It was a long story, but Steven smashed it up for me, and he was upset, and then he was happy, and then he was like, "Oh, we're just having a good time." I said, "Yeah, we're good, So, but no, Steven's a good man. I like Stephen Gwynn a lot. He didn't kick it in, but I'm gonna keep coming up with things like that. I thought about that cart. I mean, they're a little bit thin. They do have the ribs on the bottom, like where the hole cutouts are. And, that stiffens it up. But what I thought about was this wood top can come off. I thought about swapping it out or just making some quick ways to swap it out or put a cover on it just to do some small welding projects. Like if I'm just doing a muffler or something, I can weld on the floor. It doesn't matter. The wood, if you're doing like TIG or just some MIG welding, you're not, even the stick weld's going to create a little bit more smoke than the rest. But, if I can do it inside. I try to take the welder outside. We'll figure that out at some point. It's going to happen, but remember, go to your friend's video, go to yours. Yep, exactly, Lau. Yep. Tree fellow, that's awesome. Lots of hard work. Kim Wilson. Phenom, please hit the like button. Yep. Yeah, I always forget to say that. You guys, if you don't mind hitting the like button, if you want to. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. It doesn't really matter. It does help, though. It helps. The interaction, the comments help, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for people that watch and spend. If you spend an hour or two of your time here, time's the most precious asset we have in life, And if you spend an hour here with me, or 2 hours, or 5 minutes, or whatever the case may be, or watch a video and leave a comment, it's time consumed, and there's not much more you can ask for in life to have people that will spend time with you. It's a long time, a lot of love, freaking awesome. Keep on rocking, you twos. I'm in the same world, technology. Too old, world farmer, jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, that's basically, I mean, like I said earlier, my family didn't have a lot of money when we were growing up, so like you learned a lot of trades and you wanted to learn things. I always like to learn, and I've learned a lot from watching some of your channels and Buckin's channel and a lot of people's channels out there that things I didn't know, and I'm happy to say that I learned it from their channels and different tools that are out. Just all kinds of stuff that's out there right now that it's just pretty cool. The friendships, you just learn a lot, and I like videos that are educational, or even learning about what you're up to and your environment and the land, like Tasman's property. Every time I see a Tasman video, I'm like, man, that freaking field with those mountains in the background, that's burnt. The image is burnt in my head with the fire pit, and he always has the saws set up, and you just look off into the mountains. Like there's beautiful places out there. When I travel, I usually like to rent a car and just drive around and check out different areas and capture those moments the best I can and make time for that. And I want to do that and learn about more areas. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Starting to cool off in here a little bit, but oh, my sinuses, my allergies, they're gonna get wild. I took a Zyrtec. It's important to show up for one's friends and others too, no doubt. Living the dream, never been to bliss. Outside with Shad, man, thank you. Bruce Manley, Robin Manley, I hope you have a great week. I know you got a lot accomplished this week, and I appreciate you always checking in and our conversations. And you guys are funny. I don't have any bubble wrap Manleys, but I'd definitely do a little dance. You know what I mean, for things that we like, just this lifting the spirits, and our conversations are always good. That table would be nice for a welding with a metal top. You do not want to be on the floor all the time, do you? No, I definitely don't want to be on the floor all the time. You are spot on, Ironwood. What I thought about doing is I'm just going to get, if I keep the wood there, even if the wood would get hot, it's okay. It's not going to get that hot, but if I keep the wood there, it's just capping it. And having something that I can just throw on when I need it and take off if I don't need it, or just leaving it on the whole time. I believe it's going to be sturdy enough. This table is probably going to be sturdy enough. The casters should be good, and it's adjustable. So just being able to do that for my small shop right here, I think that's going to be really, really cool. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to work on. You're behind. I know, Manly's still here. Never mind the bubble wrap. Time is precious. Keep telling my wife the stuff's sending me to work, right? I have to go, friends. Peppy, take care. Stand up a little earlier. Thank you for your lovely comments. Thank you for super chatters. See you soon. Take care, my friend. Many blessings to you. Andrew Poole, hi from Australia. Very cool, Australia. Good day to you. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. 12 hours ahead. So what is it? 7, 8 in the morning probably sometime in Australia. So long, Mr. Liggett. Mr. Liggett's leaving. Yeah, we're just hanging out here for a few more. You're lucky, Shab. Shab, I can't wait to cut some firewood with you, brother. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, loving every minute of it. It's cool to just get out there and do stuff. And it's learning. I mean, the day you stop learning, you're done. The day you stop, when you don't have the fire in you anymore, and I know people are getting the fire in them, and some close friends of mine in the channel space are getting the fire going, and that inspires me, and that inspires just the whole picture. I think what YouTube has done for us this year, especially with everything that everybody has had to go through, is a really, I think it was a really good thing. Not everything we've had to go through, but I think it was a really good thing that the YouTube, us coming together at the right time, because I know for many, maybe they're not saying it or whatever, I know for many this was a way to keep the mind and the spirits and things occupied, and just kind of keep trucking forward and having that. If you get motivated to go out and do something, I know that even sometimes watching a video, when I see somebody just having a good time or just getting out there and doing it, and just going out there and putting whatever effort they want to put into it out there, and you see that and you're just kind of like, I'm gonna get off the couch and do something. And there's only so much time. So I think that it was kind of, in a way, it all works out to where, it made us, brought people back to earth, grounded a little bit, and some of the core things are starting to matter again. I think we're going to see a lot of core trade jobs and things like that make a comeback. I think you're going to see a change on YouTube as well. I mean, they're definitely cracking down on different types of content, but I think we always go full circle. So whether it be technology, if you understand technology, we've gone in loops. Think of the cloud. And now we call it the cloud, but it was there. The cloud was there before. It's kind of like where it started. When you had dial-up modems and everything else. People couldn't run their own servers, so they would connect to a server mainframe. Think of like all the insurance companies across the world and banks that had to communicate, and you had the localized, like you had them connecting to the cloud. Well, then it started getting more and more. So they weren't connecting to what they called the cloud, but they were connecting to bigger infrastructure over copper lines, okay? And we were connected with copper, and we had, ham radios and all that kind of stuff, but we're connected with copper, we're connecting the mainframes, we're uploading our batch at the end of the night, and we're getting that stuff, sent up to the mothership, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're like, we gotta work faster, we gotta do more. So then, 10, 15 years later, 20 years later, it now is like, oh, we all need servers. We need localized servers. We'll process all of our data instantly. The servers will then send the data over copper at 2 a.m, whatever else. So now people went and bought servers. And then now, we have extremely good bandwidth, not the best in the world, but better bandwidth. Now it's come full tilt where now we're like, well, let's just keep everything in the cloud and go back to the connecting to the cloud. So like a lot of things go full circle in life. And I think that, I could be wrong, but I do believe that you'll see changes on YouTube, and you'll see changes of patterns of what people watch, because a lot of it's patterns in life. But you'll see how things will evolve, and I really do believe that trade jobs and people wanting to learn more and do more for themselves instead of just buying everything or paying somebody else to do it. I think I could be wrong, but I believe you might see that come back in some way, shape, or form. And it might take some time, and I think we'll hit lower times before we hit higher times, but in the long tail of it, I think you're going to see a lot of things that come full circle, whether it be over a period of 10 or 20 years. And you learn that from the old timers and stuff that I talk to, and things like that I'm friends with, that will give you advice and kind of give you rock solid advice from, like, say, a 40,000 foot view at life. And I think you can learn from everyone. So don't be too old. You're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to give advice, and it got to bounce both ways, I guess, is what I would say. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm probably really behind. I'm late, but I made it. Kevin Duff, thanks, man. Never been around commenting much lately. No, West, thanks for popping in, brother. Great to see you. Steven Let's Performance, what's up, man? Steven, you're a wild man today, brother. You're a wild man. I hope that job went well for you, man. If anybody needs subscribers not already on your list, please make note of it. Thanks, WD. Steven, that's nice to see you. Howdy, Nick. Yank Doodle, what's up, brother? Yank, I'll be emailing you here in a little bit with those files. I got your email. I'll be sending you something really cool here in a little bit. I'll be on the computer tonight. Listening through rate higher is better. 75, 65. Either explain click-through rate is higher, better, 75 better than 6.5, or the other way around. So click-through rate, think of impressions to clicks on your channel. So if you're getting a lot of impressions, so let's say you get 1,000 impressions, and then you have 100 people, click through to your video, that the higher the number. Now YouTube is in a kind of control of how many times your video is impressed, as far as how much is your video going out there to the world. And they do that if you get videos that get big views. You'll see that even with TikTok or anything else, it goes in spikes. So that initial time, YouTube's collecting, it's all data driven. Most of it is all data driven. So YouTube's collecting that data right when your video launches from your subscribers, from new visitors, they send it out to some new people, they send it out to your subscribers, sometimes they don't send it out to your subscribers, people with the bell, all that stuff, what's coming from notification. It's all that initial period. And sometimes a video can take off 6 months later because you have different waves in time and search volumes and everything else. But say you have a highly competitive search term, it's getting views, they see that the audience is retaining people on their platform, you want to have a good click-through rate. Click-through rate is like the... so I'd say this. I'd say, titling and descriptions, YouTube's not really worried about tags anymore. Titling and descriptions are very important, if not the most important right now. And then you also have your title and your thumbnail to kind of match and maybe work together to enable a click-through rate. So right at the beginning of your video, YouTube's going to place you up there in the search results. Like every video gets indexed in YouTube. So index meaning it shows up in the results. But basically, at the initial your video, YouTube will just throw it out for some placement and see what happens. Because there's millions of searches happening all the time. And if it's a competitive term, you'll start getting some views. But if your engagement drops and you have bad engagement in the first, like, say, 30 seconds, a minute, or whatever the case may be, it's less likely that video will perform. That over time, if you have a good watch time, and there's a couple bullet points you want to put together, but ideally you want to have a good click-through rate. Above, let's say 5% on your videos. A channel average, maybe 5%. Some videos you might see like an 11%. You can see up to 20% on a click-through rate. That means that the thumbnail, the title, all the stuff's performing well. So hopefully that helps you. Shib, if you do have to go there, good night, everyone. Have a great week. Nice to see some new subscribers in here. Welcome. Thank you, Bruce and Robin. G-Man, good night, everyone. G-Man, congratulations, man. Have a great week. Have a wonderful week. Many blessings to you. I'm Iceland Volcano live stream in the big screen. Holy crap, I'm going to go there again. Ironwood, place 316 steel top using bolt-on 4 corners. Boom, welding table. Bill, so the table actually unbolts on the bottom. So I don't even know if I would have to drill through or do anything. I'd probably just, if I wanted to, I got a thick enough sheet of steel, maybe run a little channel across it, torch out a couple slots put some clamps. I could probably just do it and take the wood piece off and save it. But realistically, I just like I think just capping it would be the way to go, especially just for some TIG and MIG and doing stuff like that. If I burn it, I burn it. Is your advice in other channels as well that's making my channel ideas grow? Daniel, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. I want to do more. I'm always like hesitant to put stuff out. I do see people that take it, like, there's definitely people that take advice, and I like that. So whether they give a shout out or not or whatever else, you can see it, and at the end of the day, I feel good about that, because even if they don't like me, they or whatever else, it's a good thing, or do like me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just put stuff out there to help people, and it's fun. Met remembers 2,400 baud rate. Yes, Lyle Davis, you are right, sir. Thanks, living a dream. Go and get a rental. Put the truck in storage. The cloud infrastructure blows my mind. It's crazy, but when you have readily available bandwidth and homes are, you got FTTH, which is fiber to the home. When you start getting things like that nowadays, you can do a lot in a lot of cities. We don't have that, but gigabit speeds now. They kind of screw people on the upload speeds typically, but your download speeds are usually around the gigabit mark. Some have less, some have more. Elon Musk's Starlink is definitely changing the game for a lot of people, just because they're having some good throughput. They're still working some kinks out in the beta, but they're having good throughputs and low latency for satellite. And a lot of satellite stuff in the past was a lot of latency. So for gamers and people that need that quick send where there's not like a delay, that's helpful. So low latency and high bandwidth to be able to deliver video content. The best skill anyone has is truly listen. Yeah, that's definitely. It's funny you mentioned that, Lau, because I have a thought process on a video for that. Hit the thumbs up. Yep, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, definitely hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It's helpful. I actually, what's crazy about this in live streams is I definitely never expect how many people watch the live streams and then message me afterwards or say like it was helpful. Like I'm not one to be like big pat on the back or whatever, but it warms my heart whenever I see those things, or like if I know I can affect somebody and get a motivator or help them in some way, shape, or form. We've accomplished a goal here. I always set out for like every video, if I can help one person or just share something that might make somebody a smile can help somebody. A smile can help somebody, or giving them a thought process to work on. That's, to me, it all works. It all works, and just something simple like little free things you guys can do to help each other and do that kind of stuff. It's big. In the friendships I think we're going to have, I think with or without YouTube, no matter what YouTube does or how the circle goes in life, I think that many of us, we will be connected for life. You know what I mean? As friends, and there, even if it's just a email. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something simple as email across the world or across the country. I think it's just it's a blessing. Back 40. Is Back 40 in here? Sorry I'm late getting here, but dang, look at that lumberjack look. Oh, this is the I could live honestly in a flannel. I could live in this stuff. For work, I can't do it as much, but core customer, most people that know me know that it's between the pavement and the dirt road. So one minute I can be doing whatever in tech, and the next minute I can be like this. But this is where I'm comfortable. First thing I do when I get home is take a polo shirt off and get something more comfortable on. And these aren't expensive shirts. They're like, I don't know. I think Katie got them for me from Walmart or something like that. But I got ones that I can't really buy anything that expensive because I beat it up. And if it doesn't last, it's not good. But I love a flannel this time of year. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you for popping in, Back 40. Glad to see you're doing well, my friend. You and Shibe are like tag team all the time, man. Shibe I can't wait to hang out with too because he's close. But if I come out that way, Back 40, we'll have some fun. Life in the 906, Mike, Steven, Let's Performance, Steven, you're a wild man today, brother. Oh, hey, Steven, friendship flyer check. I don't know if Jay Daniel is still here, but these are the friendship flyers. We're calling them the friendship flyers. So, Steven, I don't know if you have them or not, but they've been in my pocket the whole time collecting sawdust, the little, the sawdust cologne. I hope you have them. We might be sending friendship flyers across the world. You're a generous man. Dude, Steven is not afraid to help people, and he doesn't do it for notice or like pats on the back. Like he just wants to help. And we talk often, and it's really cool to see what he's doing, and I want to see him do well. I mean, he supports his family, and he's getting into the tree work more and more, and the saw building. He's building a Mac 1010 for me, which is gonna be really exciting to run with my grandfather's chainsaw and the Mac 1010. We might have just a Mac 1010 party, you know what I mean? But that's gonna be really cool. The saw is, you guys have to see the saw if you haven't seen it yet. He just does cool work, and he's an all-around kind of guy too. So that's what I'm saying. We meet a lot of friends. The Manleys. Bruce. He's into welding and stuff as well. As an old-time welder. That's Robin's out there cutting firewood. Like we're all and working on the property. We're all in the same boat. There's some people that live vicariously through our channels and stuff. They can't get out. They're in the city or something. They don't have trees to cut down or campfires, but they might want an axe, or they might be able to split wood. CJ's Info went out and he bought an axe, a Fiskars axe, and he's out busting firewood and having fun in Philadelphia and living. He has an area he can put a little fire pit together. The first thing he did was go out and buy a fire pit and an axe to be able to build fires with his family and hang out with his daughter Carly. Like, to me, that's where the connections happen, and that's where good things get together. It's inspiring to see that kind of stuff. So I just think there's going to be some fun stuff, and I hope that Steven and I get to do some filming and have a good time. You need some super chat lights in the shop too. I know. I thought about that. I don't like to. I usually do that for me, so I notice, but I don't like to. The super chat thing is actually weird sometimes because I know it's helpful and people enjoy helping and help pushing the wagon forward and making things happen for other people. And I know that whenever that happens, and I do that for a lot of people as well. If I balance out like my super chats for the year, it's probably more than I've ever received. But well, that's just super chats, but things I've done, I guess. But it's all a balance. It's all just kind of like you just go out and do what you can, and you just don't. I don't expect it. I mean, it's. But it is helpful. It is helpful, and it's helping me do some things with technology. The biggest thing I've seen people having troubles with is the tech that I know that I can help. There's a million videos on a lot of things out there, but some of the stuff where maybe it's a balance between the tech and the working on the stuff. I can run a saw, and I can show you how to take a camera to run the saw. So there's some cool stuff there. I think it's a balance of, and I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy this place a lot. I would have never expected this, and it's just crazy. It's just honestly crazy. The friendships, though, most important. Nee Knight, what's up? How's everyone doing? How are you doing, brother? What's up, 906? Shot, my brother. T-Doc, you need a pioneer. I know, right, T-Doc? Man, I'll tell you what. Sprinkle sawdust on your food, add fiber to your diet. Wow, you're on a roll tonight, brother. Just finished up a long weekend of building tires tomorrow, taking down a hemlock tree. Fun. Yeah, it's never ending, isn't it? I mean, spring's here. The birds are still hanging out. You just gotta keep hammering. You just gotta keep hammering. Enjoy it. Like when you're having a tough time, just think of good things that inspire you to keep going, and knock it out. And what maybe it's getting the job done, something that's gonna put give you the leg up or something. You bring some dollars in the door to do the next thing or the next project, and that's what it's all about. I know Stephen Letts was out cutting today. I thought about him earlier because it was like, man, he was by himself cutting today, and I know how it is when you're by yourself cutting. He's up in a tree, rigging for himself. I haven't climbed yet, but I just know that feeling of just even when you're out by yourself, it's kind of tough doing those jobs. So it's nice to always have two. But my thoughts were there today. It was just like I want to make sure check in on him, make sure he was doing all right. But what's up, y'all? What's up, Stillborn? How are you, man? You were having fun with that little saw the other night, Stillborn, huh? What is that, the GTA 26 or something? That little portable steel? I got the little Milwaukee. I have fun with that little Milwaukee. You can cut in the dark and not tick anybody off. Stillborn. What's up, Mike? Life in the 906. Nick, you're inspiring. Mike, you're inspiring, brother. I get a lot of inspiration from what you're doing. And when you get that, and Mike, I know you've hit that point sometimes where it's like, man, I got to keep pushing. Mike, you just got to push through it. That's all I can say. I think you're having fun with the videos, and I think when you look back, if you look at it high level, sometimes that the competition or when you're in the space, like there's a lot of firewood guys, there's a lot of chainsaw guys, there's a lot of camera guys. If I sat there, I don't want to make videos as a camera dude and say, let's talk about 10-bit resolution, your 10-bit color space, 422, filming internally. I don't want to. If I wanted to make those videos for the technical people, I could probably do that. I like to make videos that are for fun and entertainment and that speak on a level. I try to do the best to speak on a level of beginner because I know that's where a lot of people start. And same with YouTube, man. Don't get caught up in if you see somebody else's channel getting bigger or see somebody else's channel growing. All you can do is use all the energy you can to put into your own content and get motivation from that. If you see somebody else succeeding, you don't even have to copy that video. You can just still do your own thing because your path and what you're creating might be the next thing that becomes popular. So I always try to tell people, it's nice to follow trends and you can get in on trends and get views, but you can have 10,000 subscribers and only a half engaged audience that isn't going to do anything for you. You could have 500 subscribers and have all 500 engaged and have the right people on your channel, and you might be fine with what you want to do. You never know who's watching. So don't get discouraged, brother. You got to keep hammering. Do it for you. Even if you have to put the blinders on and not watch YouTube for a while and just say, what would I create if it was just me and this camera? What would I create that would be meaningful to me that other people might enjoy? And maybe spread, some type of value that somebody can get, whether they learn a tip or a trick or, something like that. I mean, you just got to keep rolling, brother. And I say that to anybody that's wanting to get going. Thanks, 906. Got a couple gnarly big trees rigged out tomorrow. Should be good footage. Right on, Stillborn. Man, you guys climbing those trees, it's wild. I should send you a home light Smitty built. The Smitty built. The home light, man. Oh, that thing is nice. Dirt road dollars. Relax. Can't be next in the orange cars, the PC GoPro, and a power saw. Man, that's all I need, man. Is a phone, a power saw, an old truck. Man, it's if it didn't involve, if I didn't have to, everybody has their dreams and stuff like that, but if it didn't depend on, dollars every day, I just want to enjoy life with friends and family and build campfires and stuff. A campfire, man, when you're just staring at a campfire, it's it's it. That's how I grew up, so it brings back, I'm kind of a sentimental person. I just enjoy things like that. The old times, that's something that's core to me. I don't think that'll ever leave what I'm doing. And you do things week in and week out, and it's kind of it's just how did Buckin say it to me the one day, and it was pretty inspiring. He just said, you know, the technology is that's your vehicle. That's your vehicle to be able to get disconnected. You know what I'm saying? So you're using the technology and you're doing what you got to do, and you're helping people with that, and you enjoy it. Like it's part of me. But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, that's what I do for a living. But I enjoy campfires and camping and outdoors, and I think this year has brought a lot more of that to the table, where people want to go out there and get outdoors and buy camp. Wood guys are probably going crazy. Firewood guys. I mean, because I think people are buying firewood. I think people are busting wood with an axe. I think that people want to get outdoors and just like, and when they do get outdoors, they might have think that they missed, like, man, we've been missing this, and now here's the opportunity. So you got to look at the positives. And I'm not saying to like always be happy and always be positive and whatever else. It's you know, there's down days. We all have down days. But have good people around you that can pick you up when you're down, or get yourself motivated where you can get out there and do something that's going to pick you up, and do something that inspires you and gets that, you know, ignites the fire in your chest. That's what you have to get out there and do. A heavy dose of physical action brings me happiness. Lau, right on. William King, what's up, brother? Thank you for popping in. W900 with a log rack on it. Definitely need to make them relatable and easy to understand. I had a big spruce tree come down in a storm, limbed it with my 550 XP and bucked it with my old 260s. And how did that feel there, Mr. D. Rich? How did that feel? What's up, Stillborn? You share so many words of wisdom to live our lives by. Bless you for helping me in life. Hey, Venom, if it helps, man, that's, you know, I'm not trying to be like the gospel spreader or anything like that. I mean, but I do believe in that stuff, and I believe that things work out. I believe that, you know, we're all connected here for a reason. And, you know, I know a lot of people have needed their spirits lifted. I know they have. I have too. And you guys don't have to say like, hey, Nick, lift your spirits. Or, you know, when you comment and do things like that, it's like, you know, sometimes somebody leaves a nice kind word, and you don't realize how much that picks you up. And I know I harp on this a lot, and I talk. I mean, it sounds like, I guess, every stream I talk about this kind of stuff. And I don't know. If you guys enjoy it, that's fine. I'm going to keep doing that, because I think it's part of... I always want my friends and my family and people I know to do well and do the best they can, and that's something that I try to do myself, and try to keep people rolling, even if I'm down or whatever. I try to fire people up, because it just works out better. I don't like seeing somebody down and out. I got a heavy liter cottonwood tree that needs to come down, so Wednesday's video I'm asking how to do it. See, there you go, Daniel. Don't be afraid. Like, hey, this is what I got to do. You know, hashtag the Buckin experience and stuff. I mean, there's plenty of guys that know a lot about tree work. I'm learning. I mean, I've cut a lot of trees down. I can't say I haven't, but and I've done a lot of groundwork too. But I've never climbed a tree. Like, I'm learning from a lot of these channels where I'm just so blessed to be able to like pop on YouTube or ask Buckin a question, or ask somebody a question, or watch a video from Stillborn or something, and I'm like, oh, that's how you do this rigging, or you know, just seeing what people are up to, and you know, whether it's right or wrong, you watch a bunch of videos, you get some August Hunneke, you see what what things are happening. Ditto, Finham. Gotta head out, Stillborn. Stay safe. I would suggest using a chainsaw on it. Well, back 40, no doubt, right? Gotta do that. Stay safe tomorrow. Matt the Excavator. I'm going through it, but I don't complain and take my frustration down a couple of rounds of my axe. You understand? Get an axe out, smash firewood. Even if you're sore the next day, it'll be a good sore. It'll be a good feeling. There's nothing like splitting firewood. Well, even if it's not firewood, just split it for somebody else if you don't want it. Or you can always find trees in the woods and get stuff cut up. Get yourself an axe. You can buy a store-bought axe. You can buy Fiskars. You can buy a couple different axes. You don't have to spend a fortune. Find an old barn find. Some of the old barn finds are fun. Husky, if you like, a lot of people talk about Grants Forest Brooks. They're a good axe. GB axes. They're good axes. But I mean, the little 19-inch I take hunting, and you know, it's small. And even the Husky competitor, you're gonna save yourself probably half the money. You can get a Husky. They're pretty good axes. I mean, I love swinging them, just campfire axes and chopping wood. But if you want to bust some firewood and really do some splitting, and you're taking rounds and knocking them down, grab a Fiskars, grab a store-bought axe, have some fun with it. Don't spend a ton of money up front, and just get your swinging down, and the flick, and working from the outside in, and you know, try not to bust the handle. That's always a good thing. But you know, the store-bought handles are. You could probably modify a store-bought handle just with a belt sander, and knock it down just a little bit in size. Job wasn't too bad. When smooth for one person, could use another, but I managed. No doubt, Steven. Well, you're not afraid to work, brother. What's the welder in the background? William King. That's a Multimatic 220 from Miller. AC/DC, MIG, TIG, stick, and you can TIG aluminum with it, which is pretty cool. A lot of the welders, it was a balance between the Lincoln 210 MP. I think it's a 210 MP. And I've run Lincoln welders a lot. Like the Lincoln welder is a good welder, stick welder, stuff like that. But just the ability to do it all, little all around. I got some projects. I try to invest in things that are going to pay for themselves, and in time this thing will pay for itself. I already have some projects, even with my own projects, and there's something I want to build for you guys that I think will be really cool to give out or hand out, or you know, whatever I want to do on the channel or through my website, and just some meaningful things that I want to build. And but it's definitely a machine. Power's good. I ran 50 amps additional. Back 40, I think my 461 doesn't have the power. I know your 500i does. Daniel Atkins, you can do anything with that 461, brother. That 461's a great all-around machine. 500i is definitely instant throttle response. Now, not running the 462 for a little while here. I want to run them side by side, because I know Buckin and a couple of these guys are talking about that bottom end and feeling the difference. And my saws aren't ported, but I just kind of want to get an idea of what that is before I do anything to the saws. But that 461 is an all-around 572 XP. Steven Let's just got a 545 Mark II Husky. I'm interested to see how that saw runs. And then the 562 XP. I ran one of those not too long ago. But, I mean, the 462 is a, 462, 572, that's a pretty common... That's a get-it-done saw. Like, it's the Swiss Army knife, I think, of saws. That's just my opinion from what I've run, but I think it's like the Swiss Army knife, because you can change the bar length on it and get away, and it's still light enough you can manage it. I know guys that are climbers that take them up a tree and top off the tops of their trees and you know, buck them on the way down, knocking off like 3-4 foot sections. So definitely. Bill Massey, thanks for the info, no doubt. Nick, I need this tonight. Thanks, man. Rodney, anytime, man. Thanks for being here. Whatever you got to do, man, to keep your head up, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here. I'll do what I can. You know what I mean? The best I can for you. Smitty's is hanging out. You can always have a good day, but you can't always face a bad day with a good attitude. But you can always face a bad day with a good attitude, and I think that changes the outcome of things a lot of time. That's a great. Manly's always have a good message, you know, even when you're down, or songs, because I think we live through music a lot, so like songs are good, you know. I wish I could do more with music on my channel. I can license almost any song, but I'm talking like songs that people can resonate with, I guess. My back's I'm gonna have to bring the table up. Do you, bro? It's all magic. Well, that song says, doing it like our fathers, Nick. We still have the horseful planters in the farm taking up the barn space. Where's Mr. Back 40? He was here. Beat a tree, save a life. Trooper Maul is the best wood splitting bomb. I love that thing. You know, I don't really use a maul a lot. We have the old wedges and stuff, the old metal wedges. I bought this. I got this when I got my saws. I don't know if I paid. I think I got this one for free. You could see it got a little rust on it. This maul's, it's pretty legit. I think I would change the profile of the Steel Pro splitting maul. I mean, it's definitely a heavy piece of machinery. I don't know. It sticks though, or sometimes, like, depending on the wood, it'll either bounce or it'll stick and not. I don't know. It's fun to swing because it's heavy and it gets the muscles going and everything else. But I'm more of a like mid-grade, like, it's hard to describe the profile because I don't know exactly what it's called. I'm not going to make myself look stupid, but it's probably like what I would say, like thicker on the bottom, thinner on the bottom, than with like a little bit of a little sticking out type of thing, and then comes back in. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but Bruce and Robin, thank you so much. Behind again, I know. Let me catch up. I'm taking a few trees down. Not that hard. Learning is not that hard. Yeah, just be safe, man. Just be safe, and if you need some help, call somebody. Do a FaceTime or something like that just to get some help. I mean, there's a lot of videos out there, but every tree is different, and, keep your head up. That's the important thing. I've seen so many branches come down on people, and, me, sometimes I might not do as great on my cut, or I'm not paying attention to my cut because I'm watching up top, because I feel like on most trees you have an exit plan, you can get away from them. I'm not the expert to give it expert advice by any means in the tree stuff, but I haven't smashed through buildings or anything yet, and I've done some pretty crazy, ones that kind of make you pucker a little bit, and you're kind of like, I hope this goes well, and you thank the man upstairs when it does. Basco, I need to take a tree down soon. Video time coming. Tim, you got to do it, man. Just keep yourself motivated. Keep rolling. I love seeing when you're just popping in with some videos of what you're up to. William Klein, hi, Steven. Hey, brother, when you getting on here? He. Oh, man. We'll be waiting, Tim. Please don't sing, Nick. I'm not doing any singing right now, brother. I'm not doing singing today. If we were out and about, maybe the buck and stalk or something, we'll do something like that. That's perfect. Can't wait to get my cast off so I can work. That's tough. I've never really broken a rib, I think, and I might have smashed my fingers in some hockey fights from time to time and stuff like that, or punching a helmet and then busting my knuckles, but never really broke anything majorly. I've pulled some stuff and but nothing like crazy snap. That's William. Many prayers to your health, brother, and getting back to hammering. Kim Wilson, good night, Matt. Leg or arm? No BBR tonight. I'm not sure where Buckin's at tonight. Buckin's out ripping decks off. Dude, that was funny. That's the only way to rip a deck off. Grab a saw, cut it up. I texted him the night he was doing it. I said, it's great to see you just sitting by a campfire a little bit there and having, you could see his face was all red and everything else. And it was cool. That's the only way to do it. You got to have fun. I would have pulled mine off with the quad, but yeah, it's fun, and I like that he puts that kind of content on his channel, like just the different things he's up to, because sometimes it's all about just what we're all just tackling our ways through life. Lumberjack Smokestack, just saying hi from California. Lumberjack, thanks, brother. Man, Lumberjack Smokestack. I like that name, man. I thank you so much, man. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Buck and Stock 2021. Lumberjack, keep hammering, dude. Keep hammering. You have to. Is there going to be a buck and stalk? Mac, that's up in the air. We've been talking. I asked about it too, just to see. Like, it's really depending on what happens with the borders, and and the feeling of, like, are people ready? Is it? We don't want to attract like negative, like, oh, you guys are having a party and you shouldn't be, like. It's got to be a balance. That's not my call. That's up to Buckin and Decal, and I'm sure those guys are working on it and talking about it. If as soon as we know something and something will be solid, it will definitely be up on buckandbillyray.com, and we'll definitely update the site and try to have some fun stuff there this year. I know that if it does happen, I mean, definitely there'll be some live streaming involved if I'm there, because bring a little bit of tech and do some fun things there to include the world that can't make it. But I'm sure as soon as we hear some more, I will definitely make sure that everybody that I know is aware of it, and I'm sure Buckin will put it out there. But I just think we got to see over the next couple months. I think the next couple months are going to be a sign of what we can do. I know events are starting to open up, traveling's starting to open up, capacities are opening up. I think starting in April. April's a pretty big month for me for projects and stuff. But I will. I'll keep you in the loop on that, no doubt. We don't know yet, but we are optimistic. Exactly. Drifted. The drifter drifting the bucket stock. No doubt. Yeah, it'd be great. I went to the 2019 bucket stock. Tim, that's awesome, dude. I wish it's so weird because I was watching Buckin's channel and I was like, man, I knew that there was something. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I don't know. I tried to stay on there and just kind of chill for a while. And then the motivate, just like the things that connected, I was just like, man, I was just inspired to help out. And built the website and just did what I could. I like to do what I can to help that guy because he's a good friend to many. He definitely wants to help people. He tries to do the best he can. I feel bad when he can't respond to people, and I try to help out with that because he's a one-man show. I mean, he's trying to do the best he can, and some people don't understand that, and it's tough sometimes. I mean, when you have something that's that big and he's trying to, I mean, he's a non-stop guy. None of us are sitting around. I don't think a lot of us are sitting around. Some people have to sit around. Some people are, we all have different things going on, but like the non-stop in that man, he's just non-stop. So I know, like, even when I ping him, it's quick. Sometimes we go back and forth some different things we're working on, but we're on to the next thing. Probably just as fast as I'm talking right now. It's like that's the energy level, but it's little things he does, and you'll see him talk to. He's very grounded, and I don't have to explain that or speak for him, but I mean, it's just, I know it's tough because even with a small channel, it's tough, and I don't know if I never really would have thought it would be that tough until I had even the channel I have now, which is still tiny, but like it blows my mind, and sometimes that's tough to keep up with, and I'm trying to dedicate some time to certain people that ask and really need some help, and they're putting the effort in. I want to try to help get them going, then I move on to the next, and new ideas get sparked, and new people come in and ask questions, and it's a cool thing. But we're talking thousands of axe requests, thousands. We're talking numerous just messages of inspiration, and some people ask for a lot of things. I mean, and it's just wild. It's hard to describe, but it's wild. And what he does, knowing that some other places that don't do all that kind of stuff, the giving back, like, it's just, and what you don't even see him do, and I'm not even trying to, but like the things you even don't see him do, it's just wild, the stuff he has going on. And if you have a lot of things going on, you understand how that works out. How many axes can I put on my carry-on luggage? Simply Kirk, what's up, brother? I got your email, man. Descriptions, we'll talk. I'll shoot you an email back to help you out with that, brother. Definitely. You're on my list. How many axes can you fit? It depends how big your carry-on luggage is. So you get a nice size duffel bag, brother. Dude, they have like bags for hockey sticks. I know when I traveled to play hockey, all over the place would ship the hockey sticks and stuff. So that's definitely, you can have, you can make something like that work. I'm trying making a 2-minute video, then judge someone else who puts up daily. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even the channels that have a couple hundred subscribers are getting rolling. They're like, man, this video stuff is like no joke. And it's like, well, you got the video, you got the editing, you got the commenting, you got the response, you got people that you've talked to that want you to watch their channels, and they come over and watch yours. It's just a lot. And then when it gets magnified by 60, 70, 100 times, and you got 300,000 people on your channel and stuff like that, or even 200,000 or 10,000 or 5, like it gets pretty, but it's fun. And there will be ways to figure out how to wrap that into a system to be able to handle that. But you got to have time to ramp up and get things ramped up. And I think that's just what Buckin's doing. And he's put a lot into it. So, good night, Pixel Nation. Be safe, be kind. Life in the 906. Yeah, I'm not too far off, guys. It's 9 o'clock. Girls, women, children, friends. I'm going to go bust something with an axe. I'll tell you what, though. I was playing around with these Husky axes. They're kind of like Grand's Force when you replace this handle. I just knocked this handle on. I was messing around the other night in the shop, just playing around, and for they got this down. Aside from a little bit on the back there, just to be able to take a handle out of the box, and Pop that down there. I got this sharpened up. It's actually pretty sharp. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good feeling. So knock that down. I got to bang a wedge into there. And I was playing around with all kinds of stuff this past week. Just bouncing around, cleaning some stuff up. And I don't know. I got to get out there with the double bit. John Hudson and Dana. Dana and John, they're having fun with videos. Even the midweek pump videos. It seems like people like the midweek pump. But I was out there busting some firewood with this the other day and bucking special and just doing what I can. Beautiful. Beautiful piece of machinery. Hud's Hobby Room. Make sure you guys check him out too. Check out our friends, man. Check out the channels that are starting this year. Give everybody an opportunity if you can. Give some people a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you can. I know that you guys all can't make videos or comment on videos all the time. But pop in from time to time on people's channels that are just getting rolling. Because I know how meaningful that is when you have 1 or 2 or 5 people or the jump to get to 100 or 10. It's meaningful and it means a lot to people. And that might just lift somebody's spirits. You never know. That might be the difference between making it or breaking it for somebody. Where, man, I don't know if I want to continue doing this. And then they get another subscriber and they're like, very cool. I got somebody that's watching me. And that's important. That's important no matter how big or small your channel is. That number is always going to kind of be there, even if it doesn't matter to you. It's always going to kind of be there. But that gives you a little bit of motivation. I can't believe the people that watch my live streams, and my live streams get more views sometimes than my videos. So it's definitely it's a very cool thing. Very cool thing. Have a good week, Husky 350. I'd love to find one of those for free. LSJ1. Husky makes some cool axes. I'm learning how time-consuming it is to put out a video and monitor on low caliber. Well, Mac, you get better in time. You start tweaking your processes, and over time, just with anything, with practice and getting rolling, you start getting your systems dialed in, where you kind of know your camera angles. You know what you're going to film. You know what you need. You know what you're going to talk about. Like, it all just starts to click, but you got to get a couple in. That's people ask for advice on like getting more exposure or doing whatever else sometimes, and you got to get some content out there and just see what it does, and then sometimes those videos help others. They'll guide you, and if you guys, for a lot of channels, like all the people in here, I can't believe there's still like 40 some people. If you're watching people's channels, like some people take the constructive criticism bad, I guess, but message the person or something and say, hey, I'd like to see a video on this, or give people some video ideas. I think that's always helpful to, even with other creators. Collaborations are good. Collaborations can be a good thing if you're in a similar niche, or if the audience matches up. You don't want to be a cooking channel and go out on a chainsaw channel and try to usually it doesn't. I mean, if you can spin it and be relatable, I guess maybe, but try to just build your audience and build a loyal audience that's willing to follow you and that likes your content and will give you some rock solid advice from time to time. And yeah, I mean that's just what you got to. It takes time, but the more people that make channels then usually come back and like, I didn't realize it was this complicated, and it doesn't have to be. It's just that it's a learning process like anything else. You can't expect to start golfing and come out of the gate and be an excellent golfer. It's going to take you're going to have golf balls that you can't find anymore. Ones that go in the weeds, ones that go into the ponds. It's going to happen. You just got to keep getting out there and practice. It's practice, practice, practice. And all your videos can be practice. You learn for the next one. You be better on the next one. And you do the best you can. And take some constructive criticism, take some feedback, ask some questions. Get in. It's life. It's the same as friendships in real life and what you're doing in real life. You know what I mean? So not everything's going to work out perfect the first time. Could be the second, could be the 10th, could be the 2,500 video like Buckin did. 2,500 videos of just nonstop. There's channels out there growing faster than a Buckin ever did. He built it with a cell phone. There's all kinds of variables that can play in that, when somebody tells you can't do something, just get out there and do it. Do the best you can. And certain people and people will be around you. If they appreciate you, they'll be there for you. And that's all you can ask for. And if that's 10 people, it's 10 people. If it's 5, most people that are actually building something can count on like one hand or two hands in their core circles. So sometimes it gets lonely when you get to the top too. So it's important to keep people fired up. But yeah, I'll help anybody I can. Anybody watch Musty One? Yeah, I think I'm subscribed to him. Husky 350. If you ask me, you're all right. Thanks, Lyle. I'd love to find one of those. Living a dream. Night, guys. Nick, keep leaning. And the Foxville life is good. Tomorrow's another chance to make someone happy. You're right. Yep, I'm not too far off, my friends. I'm going to get some stuff buttoned up. I got to bring some stuff in from out back, and I still want to bust firewood. Like, I really wish there was more light in the day, but we're getting later, and it's really cool. Night Dream. The Flavor, have a good one. Bye, knee. Making bread with a chainsaw. Take care. Food and chainsaws, right? If you're real, it shows. If you're not, it screams. Yep. No. Doug Wheeler, what's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Yes, I agree with you. Yep, Lyle. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just keep hammering, my friends. You know, get out there, crush the week. I don't even know what I'm gonna get into. Maybe I'll put this 20 amp breaker in tonight if I'm putzing around. But I gotta do some stuff in the bunker for some customer projects. Get ready for tomorrow because I got a million things to do. It's gonna be a busy week this week, but I got a lot of things to do this week, and you know, got just a lot of little odds and ends and just family stuff that we're gonna have to do too. So just gonna keep crushing it little by little. Try to do some more things in the bunker, do some more things in the shop. Get things out there. I just don't want to do fake videos to do fake videos. So I want to do videos that where I'm into them. So I don't like to just set up and be like, oh, let me do it. You know, like I like to like just like many of you, like you just got to feel it, you got to have it, and I'm gonna do what I can. So I got to finish up the editing of the electrical video, and then I got a couple other I'm working on, and so just some product stuff and cool little everyday carry video and some flashlight stuff. But you know, make sure you stay tuned. Keep your heads up. Keep rolling. Throw the prayers out for everybody tonight that had mentioned that the things that you know, Smitty, like Casterman, all these. Make sure you keep all these guys, girls, people that need it in your thoughts and your prayers. It helps. Send them a message. Pick up the phone. Call somebody. Tell them you love them. Do whatever you got to do to make somebody's day. Make somebody smile this week. I don't think there's much else that we can do right now. Keep your saws in the wood. What are some other sayings out there? There's so many. There's so many. But many blessings to all of you. And let's see where we're at. Can anyone live stream, or do you have to have a certain status? William Klein, you can live stream at 1,000 subscribers with the YouTube app on your phone, but you can live stream outside of without 1,000 subscribers with a third-party software. So hit me up. We'll get you connected if you ever want to do that. Can anyone live stream? If I were there, I'd help you do some firewood. Bruce and Rob, we're definitely doing firewood. And I'm welding with Bruce. I can promise you that. We're going to be doing that. I was just splitting firewood and axe in the dark. Goat, I've done it. I've done it in between conference calls, Goats. See, you guys get me all fired up. I'm so far behind, but you guys get me fired up. Goats, it's so much fun. Even if you go, you want to change your life, honestly, go outside, right? Middle of the day, whatever it is, where you get like 5 or 10 minutes, smash 2 pieces of firewood. Take 2 rounds, set them down, smash them up, throw them in a corner, whatever you got to do, throw them on a wood pile, go back inside or go back to work or do whatever you got to do, go back to your business. But sometimes that alone will change. I mean, it does it for me, but that alone will change like the whole outcome. Like in between a conference call or something that I'm doing or on the phone, or maybe I have a tough phone call, whatever the case may be, or I come back and I come back for lunch or do something like that. I'll walk back to the wood pile sometimes, grab a round, smash it and just throw it in the wood pile, or just smash one that's already split just for the heck of it. Try that this week. Okay, WD, not change the subject. All eyes in Ukraine this week, please. May spread to Europe. Okay, WD, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Certain stats, William, always something to do. Doug Willer, there's no doubt about that. Goats Firewood, great Ironwood. Keep the sparks and sawdust flying, guys. Take care. Many blessings. Good night, all. Stay safe. Be kind. Do something nice for somebody. So long, Willis. A lot of moonlight tonight. Okay, thanks. Have a good night. Great week. Woodhounds, back 40. Thank you. Smitty's, prayers to you, my friend, and to everybody. Daniel Atkins, you too, everybody. So long, back 40. Jay Daniels is just getting here. Jay Daniels, just so many awesome things, man. So many awesome things. Jay, you're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. Oh, Jay, do you have your friendship flyers, Jay? Before I leave, friendship flyers? I might be sending these out to Stephen Letts, me, CP. We friendship flyers, so we just carry them with us all the time. And so if you don't have them, we'll have to send you some, Jay. But they'll be en route. They'll be en route to you, Jay. A couple people out here. I'm a welder and a mechanic. Let the sparks fly, right? Well, you got to do that. Bill, thank you again. Lyle Davis. Oh man, I was trying to get off of here, but everybody's. It's okay. It's okay. Felony Trees picks me up in the middle of a bad day, even if I'm doing it every day. I totally agree with splitting as well. Seriously, walk outside, split 2 pieces of firewood. Bust up a round or 2, change your life. Change your whole outlook on the day. Take a deep breath, bust some firewood, go back inside, go right back to. Don't change your clothes. If you have to wear a suit for your job or whatever else, just come out, bust some firewood, go back to doing what you got to do. Take a piece of firewood with you, you know. And if you have an office job or something, take the firewood, put it in your trunk. Go outside, lunch break, go out, smash a piece of wood, go back in. You'll be taking calls like no other. I have pliers, but not very friendly. Well, Jay, I'll tell you what, these ones are more just cool than anything. But you have so much. You guys fire me up. I'm telling you, I get like inspired whenever I think about that, because I think about the times where I'm just like, go out, bust some firewood. It will change. It's just something simplistic that will change. I don't know what else does it. Some people cut grass and run around with the tractor or something. That's kind of, you see progress, so that's helpful. Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that. Steven, I got mine. I have pliers. Oh, man. Later, everyone. Splitting in suit. Best mental image ever. Lumberjack. That's what I'm saying, dude. It don't matter. Sometimes you got to do it. You got to do it. Healed Heart. Nick, thanks for getting us fired up. Yep. This is the beginning of the midweek pump. Sunday night, many blessings. Thank the man upstairs for everything we have, things we don't have. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. Keep your heads rolling. Keep your heads up. Smile. Make somebody's day. Do what you can. I'm going to sign off for a little while. I'm sure I'll get a couple emails, whatever else. But stay in touch with me, friends. If I don't get back to you, I'll do my best to get back as soon as I can. Many blessings to you. Check out the site. I'll be working on some stuff this week for that. Got some other sites rolling out. Got some things going on. Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Weaver's here. Jeremy, night all. Full browser, make your phone app. You can stream live without having a 1K subscriber requirement. Yep. God bless, brother. Adios, peeps. So long, everyone. Throw some prayers up. Do it. Throw some little prayer symbols up or something. Thumbs up. Many blessings to everybody. Venom, take care. Just got here. That's all right, Jeremy. We'll do it next time. Rewind it and pretend. And just I love you, man. I know you're here. Weavers. Brent Auctions, Indiana. Right on. Thank you so much, my friends. Take care. Many blessings. I got to shut you off. We just take our nice little Willie desk. No sponsor. No sponsor on the Willie desk. Just all love. Get the ladder out of the way. I got this little tiny spot. We just slide this over. Whoop, just like that. And we call it a day. See you in the next pixel. Keep rolling. Love you.